You're checking out VIP Saturdays with DJ Self and the VIP crew. Word up.
It's going down.
Yeah.
Come on, Banks. Turn me up. I'll turn these headphones up a little more.
VIP Saturdays.
Yeah. Let me go. Fuck it. Yeah. Hey, yo. Sharks smell my blood. I swam with them stingrays. Can't believe that I made it to an OG. Now everything is VIP style, B.I.G. style, passport collect smiles. It was just the other day I was locked in the tombs. Now I'm out in Paris. Butler come with the room. I assume these whole niggas hating on me. Big dog, I got these ticks shaking off me. Just put my vocal cords in the Hall of Fame next to Big and Pop. Pun and L. I'm hot, burning punchlines in hell, burning L's with the devil. But the flow is God sent. Success never come in the masses. Bezel on the watch will blind your broke asses. Got rollies with gray hairs, parolees in jet layers. Violate the terms and they don't care. Yeah, I do this, man. Southside, Superstar J, Lloyd Banks in the building, Eunice in the building. You know how we do it.
And that's it.
Love De Niro.
You know what it is, DJ Self VIP Saturday, Superstar J.
Yeah, man.
I got the homies in here, man.
Yeah. Queens in the building.
Queens, Southside.
Southside up.
Yo, could you introduce yourself, man, real quick?
Southside up, man. It's your boy, man, Hefner, man.
And it's the talk of New York, Tony Yayo. You know what it is, man.
We in here.
What's going on?
We good, man. Today's Saturday.
Yeah.
Good. About time we
Great
made it up
weekend.
here, right?
Shit, it's about time, man.
I'm with my biggest supporter, man, Superstar J.
Swine flu.
We supposed to be doing this, man,
Jay
a long
been there
time ago.
from the beginning, man.
Yeah,
Definitely
man.
help with that grind, the mixtape grind.
And these people don't understand that this is not an overnight thing for y'all. Before the G Unit thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we go way back to Mastermind tapes and
Definitely. Shout to Love De Niro, too, man.
All-Star tape. When them tapes used to drop, it was like you was it.
yeah, like I remember when Dre Most, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rest in peace,
homie,
Dre
man.
Most. That was the big homie.
Definitely.
For real.
And he like for the love he had for Yayo and Banks, like he was like, yo, man, I gotta get him to the studio, man. Like, yo. And I remember the time when we first met, it was in the basement.
Right.
And we was like we was talking, I think it was on like Farmers. And we was talking about the whole back and forth thing with Vay and Yayo was like, yo, Banks could rap. Crazy. I could rap.
Right.
But him? And I threw the beat on and I was like, God damn. And I remember the punchline when you said the kindergarten. When they sit on the you said I hit you with kindergarten style, and when I put that tape out, it was like people was like, oh my God,
Banks been the truth. He really can rap, man. I mean, like when I knew Banks my whole life, but when this nigga started rapping, man, the nigga was saying some shit since like elementary school.
Man, but
so it's like, man.
Let's rewind. Let's rewind with the Storm Beat thing. It was like. I remember when you it was you, Fifth.
Right.
And they was rhyming, y'all was rhyming on the Fuck You beat.
Right.
And they was all freestyle. And this is when Fifth was crazy hot. And when he came in, it was like the president.
That's when he got that job, right? It's so fucked up now. What I gotta do now? Twist my shit back.
Yeah.
Stop when you got fuck up your six pack. I forgot the rest.
You heard the rumor last year, nigga. I remember that shit. Like, yo, let me tell you something. Because Fifth was never gonna kick that freestyle. I swear, all these dudes, I think Yayo, they all punched in one time.
Right.
And Yayo was like, if Yayo went in, it was like the whole crowd was like. Oh shit!
Look, that's because that happened. That freestyle happened a couple of days after the studio shit.
Yeah,
with Ja.
Do you remember
that shit?
Do you remember that rhyme?
Who? Yeah, it's all fucked up now.
What I'm doing now?
Push shit back. Strap one in his gut. Fuck up a six pack.
But what about your line though?
I forgot what I said on that one. I ain't
you know why I remember his line? Because he kicked that joint on Flex joint, and I was like, oh yeah.
What I said? Yeah, I think I did say that. I said
the whole Queens was like, oh my God.
I remember that. We sling weed, crack, dope mixed with opium. While the feds sweep the block like a custodian. 44 long. I forgot the rest of that shit.
Those were the times, man. I tell people all the time. And I said in my interviews now, I think at that time we were looking up to a lot of artists also. And you know, fast forward 10, 12 years later.
Right.
And there was no punching in.
Yeah,
it was just straight up.
I mean, not even that part. Like, you got to have somebody to watch to know that you don't punch in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My first time in the studio was with Ye.
Right.
And Shy and them. So I didn't know how to record. I was just rapping outside. But my point was, like, I looked up to Rakim, I looked up to Big, I looked up to EPMD, Special Ed.
Hold on. I got my man Gray Rizzy, right? He's from the Bronx. We gonna bring him in because this is a whole Queens thing right here. Look, you know how Yo, Banks. Yo, Banks, I had to bring a flashback, so if you look straight ahead, you see that big dude right there.
Love De Niro.
Oh yeah, can't forget about Love De Niro tape.
Hey, tell you something, son. This is all Queens history, man. I need to hear more of this.
Shout out to my
Continue
man, Love De
on,
Niro.
please.
Man, continue. I just wanted to bring him in, real quick.
Right.
Yeah, now like I was saying, man, the same way like a DJ, I'm pretty sure, aspiring DJ watches other DJs.
Yeah.
You might get a cut from somebody, a scratch or whatever. I feel like a lot of the new artists now, they have the tools to create the music without the cosign.
Mm-hmm.
So it's less influence now. Like if you ask somebody 18, 19 now who influenced them, they're gonna be like, "Oh, me and my niggas." You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
And then, no wonder you sound like you and your niggas.
And I think in that era, first like with the mixtapes, even with the Mastermind, and when y'all created it, because like a lot of people don't understand, like not taking a trip off of the Bronx or the Harlem or even Brooklyn, but that whole just taking rhymes off of beats and then rhyming it, that came from Queens. And when they started doing it, it was like I remember on the Avenue.
Right.
Now I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? It was like 50 boom, and then that mixtape came out. And you had the gun. And you had the LO. Who had the LO jersey on? It was.
No,
Was it me?
No, it was you. It was you.
I think I did.
He had the LO joint.
I
Yeah.
think I did have
You
it.
had I think you had a Celtics jersey on.
That's the second tape. The first tape I had the Banks joint on.
Yeah, but it was
the Carl Banks joint.
okay. Yeah.
But the mixtape, man, like
We shot all that in the same day. We shot all the mixtape covers in the same studio.
yeah, we
same
did.
Day.
We did that. We did that one shot.
Had the
there. I
music
remember
done.
that.
It was like, yo, let's just shoot it. When we changed the jerseys,
We did
went
that
to
in the
Avenue, got
garage.
that.
We did that like in a garage or something like that with the all white.
And I was sick because I had the gun in my face. So like it was dope for the picture, but nobody knew who I was till the second tape came out.
Right.
I'm still in the hood going to parties and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we know. Still in the hood.
Like,
What
yo,
up,
that's
nigga?
me.
Right.
Look now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the second time I made sure they picked the picture without the gun on my face. It was because it wasn't too much time. It went from, being number 15. I never forget,
What's that?
You're Not Like Me. That was like number 12 or 13 on Clue Tape.
Yeah.
And I was saying to myself, like, yo, this shit is fire. Why is it 12, 13? And then
So
Right.
I
deep.
did Victory, and
Yeah.
I was number 12.
And that
from
was
from that day, from after that Victory joint, it was like, nah, it's real.
Got Queen's finest in the building. Tony Yayo, Lloyd Banks, G, you net.
come
Queen to
on,
the
man.
building.
How many
man.
motherfuckers wanted to say that, man?
Yeah, I've been wanting to say that shit since fucking I don't know when,
you know
man.
It's funny that you say that, you bring that up, because I remember the day 50 said that.
How did that happen? How did it come about? Tell
We
us.
was just chilling, man, and because 50 is a funny dude. Like he'll just come up with like a whole chorus getting a haircut or something. Like just get the haircut and then go in the booth. But this particular day, man, he just came out of nowhere. Like, yo, I was, playing around with this. Did that shit. I was like, what the hell is that, yo? And then in the beginning it all feel weird. So he's
Right.
like, yo, come on, count of 3. 1, 2, 3. So matching us on the count of 3. Like, for the first time talking about
And the other, he's like, oh God.
And next thing I know, niggas in the street,
Shit was
girls, old ladies.
Yeah.
Right? It was crazy.
Outta here.
That and the Yayo dance. That had to have been
I don't know where that came from. I
the
used
two
to
singular crazy
Here we
moments.
go.
The funny shit is, I came up with that shit with 50 Cent Marquise, like just playing around and shit.
Wow.
Cause I was on a run for the
Yeah.
first joint
Yeah.
when we was doing in the club and all that shit and being on MTV. I was on a run. I had my brother's name on the passport. That's why I got locked
Crazy.
up for the passport fraud.
Yeah.
Cause me and my brother look alike. So I was running on that whole first mixtape tour.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I always say, man, it's always fun in the beginning, man, because it's like from going from the hood, like, doing the mixtapes in Rosedale in the basement and shit
Yeah.
like that. So as far as we got, man, shit is amazing.
15 niggas trying to squeeze their verse in.
Yeah.
That shit used to be crazy.
So, but like I always say with Fifth is like with all of y'all knew how to put each verse in.
Right.
Like I think for group wise, like everybody came in at the same time. Like even when Buck came in, it was like, all right, you going to do this. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. So I want to ask you, Banks.
All right.
When was the first time you was like, I'm that nigga now?
The first time.
Was it the Victory freestyle? Because let me tell you something. That's actually a lot of people didn't know who Lloyd Banks was.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So when Lloyd Banks used to play and flexing them, and people like, yo, that kid Banks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember the moment. I don't forget nothing. Like I think the Bad News record, that was the first joint that I played on the radio. My verse was first.
Mm-hmm.
So it was Lloyd Banks and now it's Bad News. I remember, fuck, get up, run. I ran, got dressed, went outside, went around the block, and nobody was outside. Never happened.
Everybody outside any other time.
Any other day, you got 20 niggas outside.
You got fat shout all them niggas out.
Oh my God.
That day, nobody
was
Shout
outside. So I took it a step further. I booked all the way to the boulevard. By the time, my verse over, but he played it a few times. But that was the first time I heard myself on the radio. And I knew it was starting to be on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Clue tape, the Victory verse, and because I went from being number 12 to immediately 1-2. Like my next mixtapes after that, I was 1.
That's some Queens shit. The Queens niggas always want their numbers correct.
Yeah, you want
Yeah,
Why at the end of the mixtape, nigga?
Man, I gotta be number 1. I understand. Like if I was doing Love Tape, you might have had somebody from the north side.
Here we go.
But I'm number 2 though. You feel me?
Oh shit.
Nah, it feel good though for all these years. I feel like I'm in
North side, south side politics.
Oh yeah. I mean, let me tell you
That
something
don't
about
even
Queens,
exist.
man.
Be honest, I don't even think that exists no more.
What?
Like just
rappers,
like
yeah.
when Ja, when all that was going on at the time, it was a little confusing. But I go to the north side, I get embraced the same way if I go to Brooklyn or
there's mad
anywhere
parts
else.
of north side and all that though.
We turn into legends, man.
The legends. How do you feel like? Do you feel that y'all get the notoriety that we really created this mixtape thing?
I think sometimes we do and sometimes we don't. Cause for G Unit, that shit all happened too fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember being in jail and fucking niggas is rocking Tony Yayo. This nigga's coming to see me with fucking big rings on. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I just been locked up. I mean, it was growing, but being on the island and Fifth sold that $1 million the first week and then sold another $1 million was just like, man, what the fuck is going on? I got to get the fuck out of here. I got to get back into town. But man, look, we hip hop, man. We always love music. Like Fifth always loved music. Like I remember going to the Ave and getting fucking Dirty Harry tapes, getting Grandmaster Vic, getting Dog Time.
Tapes. Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Getting Clue. I remember going to the Ave and buying
Ron
tapes.
G.
What's the record shop again we used to go to?
Hot Wax.
Hot Wax. Going to Hot Wax, buying every fucking DJ name, nigga.
Yeah. I gotta think. Tony can really DJ.
Yeah, I
what?
can DJ.
Yeah.
nigga.
I heard this story
blend.
before.
He did a blend tape with me.
Yo, let me tell you something.
Nah, yeah, nice.
I bought Ron G number 10. That's all you need to know. I know hip hop. That's a classic.
That's where you
Ron
get the
G number 10, man.
Nigga,
Yeah.
he was DJing
I
and I
copped
got
that.
shot.
Like, this is what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like,
Fuck
that
that,
story.
everybody go outside.
Like I remember going to parties like on Rockaway with the Diamonds Gym, Rockaway Twins, Grandmaster
Hold
Vic.
on, it's the Diamonds Gym. Do you understand what that is?
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
parties in a Diamonds
Inside
Gym.
of
Yeah,
the
it's in the
gym,
gym.
right?
And I
That
remember
was big box shit. Big box of security.
Yeah,
nigga.
I
That
remember
was the
Box
shit.
on the Projects.
Yeah,
I remember
right.
because the Wire was like, "Yo, Banks got shot." I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
I said, "Man, come on, man," because everybody, the haters, because Banks shouldn't even been there.
Right. Been there, but like I said, I had the pistol in my face in the picture, so I was trying to, soak up that love at that time. That's why I tell people, man. Like, then that was like when the towers dropped. And I said it in the XXL article, like, ain't no way I was going at that time. Like I knew I wasn't supposed to be there, but I had so much stuff to do, and I ran to the hospital from
Mary
Diamond
Immaculate.
Gym all the way to
I
Mary
told I
Immaculate.
was there.
Congratulations, because Mary Immaculate is not a hospital you want to go to.
Why the nigga came?
Oh yeah.
Why my brother got shot in the foot? So he's screaming and shit. Oh! I'm like, what the fuck? Banks coming in like, yo, I'm shot, yo. I'm like, this nigga come in, shot all smooth.
I was more
and
mad
shit.
than
What the
anything,
fuck?
man.
Wow.
You know
That's
this
what I'm
nigga
saying.
was
Like,
shot.
imagine this shit being over. That's like the movie Life. When they was about to get out and then
Right.
die on the
Fucking some
shit.
shit happened again.
I was
yeah.
more mad at myself. So.
So let's get to the feeling of the first album. When your album dropped.
Which album?
Your first album.
My solo album.
Yes, your solo album.
First of all,
Because nobody asks that. I mean, that album's a classic.
that,
Hungry for
appreciate
more,
that.
definitely.
Yeah, this
And he had been
June,
dominating all those mixtapes up to that point.
This past, yep, definitely. This past June, June 29th, that was 10 years. I mean, 10 years.
10 years
since The Hunger for More came out. You know, it's funny you said that. I feel like it's a classic too. It's also the last male platinum.
Tell him.
New York #1
Let
debut
him know.
album from New York City.
Because it's him and then it's Nicki, the
it's
last
50,
New York.
Banks and Nicki.
Right.
So you should think about that next time you go through your names. But you know, I wrote half
Queens.
that album.
Shout out to Queens.
I wrote a lot of that album in my house
Queens.
still, because I was still coming off the road, going right back to the hood and being in that little small room on my twin size bed.
Yeah.
Even today, I don't roll over. But I, you know what I'm saying? Like, that kept me grounded.
Oh, shit.
And I wrote the other half on the tour bus, because we did Beg for Mercy on the bus too. So we was on the Rock the Mic tour with Buster, Jay, Fab. I think Snoop was on there. So many artists, and we would stop whenever we get to like a pit stop or it's 20, 30 motherfuckers on each bus. So a McDonald's run might take an hour and a half. Go in the booth. So I'm laying the verse for Popping Them Things and laying the verse for Karma. And then go to another record. And, you know, I wrote a lot of it overseas too, but I'll never forget that because I had complete control, creative control. Like 50, it was almost to the point where I was a little nervous. Like, damn, why he not checking to see what I'm doing? And he just had that much, you know, trust in me at that time because I had the mixtapes, like he said. He had so many mixtapes going from before Ye got locked up to even while he was locked up that I was prepped. And it helped me, and that's what I was saying. Like as far as artist development, it's not artist development anymore. So, you know, your man is learning from his homeboys. Like, nah, that sound good, boy. You know, and it's way different from being in there watching people like Fifth and being there with M. And because before my solo was made, I was in there with M, Dre, Snoop. And
so you had a lot of time to soak all that knowledge up. Look at it, or look at how all this shit is being put together.
You only get one chance. Like you only get one chance for that first impression, and I know now how important it was for your baby, your debut album, because I still do shows off that album.
Right.
Yeah, you do.
12 years later.
Yeah.
Timeless records. I say that all the time.
So somebody like Kendrick Lamar, they could drop a classic. I feel like his album was a classic, and he could go away for 2 years because it takes 2 years for you to tour in the States and internationally.
Right.
For you to get all that paper and to bounce back. It ain't no such thing as a sophomore jinx. The sophomore jinx is the niggas who sold records, but they ain't sell enough to make the decision whether to drop this year or not. So they're looking at it going, damn, if I don't drop this year, I might not be hot next year. I might
be wiped off that whiteboard.
So it ain't no sophomore jinx. It's just artists who have the luxury to fall back and wait and create another classic, and the artists that want to catch the line.
Because a lot of people don't touch over that border, man. You know what I mean? A lot of artists.
That's the thing about being on Def Jam or something like that. You on there with 12 other artists that all want to drop. It ain't nothing but 12 months. Now you got the wild cards. You got the Kanye's and them people that could just be like, you know what?
I'm coming out today.
A gold album.
Yeah.
School of Banks.
Yeah.
A gold rapper on my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now you, Yayo,
right?
I always say, man. Now, how's it feeling about your first album? Because you know this dude, I saw him. You know what I mean? You throw the So Seductive on.
It was crazy for me because just like I never dreamt we was gonna make it this far and be this big. Like I remember listening to Get Rich or Die Trying and 50 Grandma's crib. Me, Banks, man, niggas just huddled up listening to it like, yo, this shit fire. But not thinking we was gonna be as big as we was. So when the first album dropped, I came home, he held his album up for me to get on Ain't No Click.
Ain't No Click.
So I was excited for that.
You got a lot.
Big record right there.
Came home and got a lot right back up. I'm like, damn,
it was
I was
crazy.
playing in the back.
You had the fur on and they
that
say,
was crazy. No, that was crazy because Sha Money, Fifth, Banks, they came and got me. And then I think the next day, Sha Money and my pops, when I got out the feds, they came and got me. And we went straight to the studio.
Because the first time we got picked up was like, it was a big celebration. It was like 8 o'clock, it's like Yayo just got locked back up.
Was
I was like, what the fuck?
Because some stupid ass put the passport in a parole paperwork. So it had my brother's name on it. It's a faulty passport.
I know
somebody
like,
from
fuck.
the office put it in there.
Give me that
so
back.
my so I'm handing everything to the PO. It's an envelope that the office made. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah. So you don't even know what's in there.
I'm not even knowing that the passport's in there.
So this is the time when you handing everything in and the PO look.
Yeah, Sheena left it in there. Fuck it, man. Sheena left it in there. Shout to Sheena. She cool. I ain't mad at her. Sheena left it in there. My PO seen it and he was like, "What is this?" And I said, no, it's a passport. They just got the wrong name on it. He was like, no, they can't put the wrong name on a passport. It's a government. No, you can't do that. So he went to a supervisor.
What was on your mind then? You was like,
I knew it was going down. I knew it was going down. He took it. He went to a supervisor, and then the U.S. Marshals came and got me. Because after 9/11, having a faulty passport was a federal crime.
Crazy.
After the buildings went down.
What was on your mind, Banks? Like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
I was tripping because they was giving me a hard time at the joint.
To get a passport.
I was trying to get my passport.
And I got one easier than him.
My shit was lined up.
They said, oh, you with this G unit click, huh? Yeah, hold up.
But it was crazy, though. But there's one thing about the unit is, like, it was always love from Banks, 50, and M.
But you recorded your album in the city, right?
Yeah, I recorded most of my album
right?
in a condo because me and Banks had a condo. We lived in Battery Park. It was a lot for me. Come from jail. My PO was tight. He got us killed out that bitch.
I used to hate this.
We had a doorman,
come knocking at the
everything.
door.
Because
we like, yo, I ain't running. I ain't
you literally, when you step out of that building, you could literally see the Statue of Liberty by the water, and on the other side was the Twin Towers. So my PO, he wasn't feeling that. A nigga just came home living in that shit. You could walk barefoot.
So how was it living with Banks at that time? Because Banks has been through everything. I know
wasn't
Banks was
even
like,
there.
I wasn't there. I come back home, you see first notice. Come back home again, second notice.
Yeah,
next notice. I think we got kicked out on Christmas.
They was trying to kick us out on Christmas, but Theo knew the group. Theo Scott, he knew the dude.
He was on house arrest. So you know how that is. You can't go anywhere. You get anxious. So whatever you do, you're doing it right there.
Yeah,
so
parties every day.
That condo was
recording.
crazy.
Fifth stop by, do a record. They joking.
Fifth do record 4 a.m, and I'm the reason why the niggas.
I know the fucking tenant association was like, get this nigga out of here,
yeah, they
man.
wanted us out of there, man.
Please.
You know what? I'm gonna get into these both albums, and then we're gonna come back and talk some real, you know what I mean?
We gonna go ahead and we gonna speed it up. Yeah.
It's the whole G Unit hour, man. We got Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo in here, the homies and Great Rizzy, DJ Self VIP Saturdays.
You heard?
You're checking out VIP Saturdays with DJ Self and the VIP crew. Word up.
It's going down.